Update!
Hey guys.
Hey.
I guess I'm just kind of hanging out with folks
Yeah.
in the updates now. Hanging out with you guys, hanging out with my wife. You remember her.
We've met. Hi, Floofa.
Floofa is not her name. Her name is Toph. But Eliza's been calling her a bunch of things other than her name lately.
I call everybody a bunch of things other than their names.
That's true.
I'm actually not good with names, so...
Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey!
Sync.
We're just hanging out because the stuff that you're doing in post-production is not the glamorous stuff right now. It's not the stuff that's exciting to watch.
No, it's true. And it's also tough.
Oh, no. Are you okay?
Jeez. Have a little self-respect.
Are you editing for us? Thank you.
I don't know how, but Toph knows how to step on the keyboard and do keyboard shortcuts that not only do I not know how to do them, I don't know how to undo them.
She did that to me once. She stepped on my keyboard and suddenly a song I'd never heard was playing, and I couldn't figure out like what program it was coming from to turn it off.
Yeah, Matilda, our other cat, is very conscientious about stepping on key. She steps around everything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But Toph is just like, doot, 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 doot. She doesn't care.
No.
It just happens that she has discovered a whole series of keyboard shortcuts or programmed them in.
She's a tech genius.
That perhaps Apple didn't even intend. I just did a big pass today, kind of leveling out a lot of sound, which is a very important part of the process. And I've got an entire score in there now.
Yep, you've been doing a lot of music stuff.
When Craig and China watched the episode, they had a couple notes about a particular sequence. And I didn't want to deal with it because it was going to be a lot of work. But now that I've dealt with it, it's so much better.
I'm glad.
So, I've just been, buckled into there. So I haven't been thinking about different kinds of updates to do. I mean, I do have ideas for updates, but those are going to happen after I'm done cutting Pops.
Yeah.
Can't spend the time on them right now.
No.
As someone who bought a ticket to Pops yesterday reminded me, to the Pops 10 premiere, top link in the dubes, reminded me, I'll see you in 37 days.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did you panic?
No, I didn't panic because I'm actually in pretty good shape.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You almost never feel like you're in good shape.
No, it's
true.
true.
No matter what shape you're in, you almost never feel like you're in good shape.
Chatting in the updates is pretty much what I got right now.
Yeah. Last week, Jake got Craig's ADR.
There were certain sequences in the past that I've had people come in and do whole swaths of ADR.
Yeah.
Like ADRing an entire scene.
Yeah.
And by the end of the process, I would be like, I just don't like it as much as their deliveries on camera.
Yeah.
And then I would scrap all of it and
Yeah.
do my best to tweak so there's certain things in here that I know can be ADR'd and certain things that I think it would be better if that was ADR'd, but I'm not going to be happy with the performance if it's ADR'd, so I didn't even bother ADRing at this time.
Conversely, from my perspective, I really like ADRing because on the night when we're shooting things, there's so many tiny things that I need to keep track of that sometimes the shot that gets edited in is not my favorite performance. It's just the one where all of the other details ended up right. So when we ADR, I can kind of make tiny tweaks to my performance. We've been watching people grab tickets. That's been really fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. There's two things that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
One, we have these couple guys that have been helping us with DVDs for years. Kyle and Greg, they messaged me to be like, hey, could you let us know a place near the theater? Because they're going to come for the premiere, which is awesome. They were like, could you let us know a place near the theater that's safe to stay? Because and I didn't even think about this, but in world news right now, Chicago's like the most violent shootings all the time, all this stuff. It didn't even occur to me that would be what people are thinking about because the area that the premiere is in, I don't think of as
it's not
a crime-ridden place.
And honestly, I don't feel unsafe in Chicago. None of the areas that we have a tendency to frequent are unsafe. It's still a city, but the areas that we go to are not the areas that are getting reported about on the news.
Because I go down there all the time. I mean, the music box is like
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of...
And we're going down next week because midnight they're playing Prisoner
Azkaban,
Azkaban.
yeah.
And before that they're doing like a bunch of games, like you can get Sorting Hat and...
And they are making a butter beer for the event, so that'll be fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun. You should watch the Nerdwriter video about Azkaban. He does a whole thing about Poirot's camera says so much about what's happening in the story, and this long take that he does. And it's, oh God, it's a great... I'm going to link to that video at the end too.
Okay, cool.
Other thing, closed captions.
Oh.
If I want to include them on the discs, which I do, quite a few episodes are done already, but if anybody's feeling like spending some time, I'm looking for 2 people who are willing to close caption 2 more episodes, because episode 1 has actually the most subtitles. It's got English, Danish, German, Portuguese.
Danish and Portuguese?
Yeah.
I didn't
Actually,
know that.
we have... Most of the episodes are subtitled in Danish.
Oh,
Yeah.
rock on.
Exactly. I don't have any subtitles on the full episode 8 and the full episode 9. So if anybody's willing to tackle that, that'd be awesome. Let me know in the comments before you start, because what we just want is someone to volunteer to take it on and then do it, because sometimes a couple people start and then it gets confusing on who finishes, if anybody's willing. That would be awesome. So just let me know in the comments, and then I'll be like, yes, awesome, we have our person. Then we'll have all of the episodes subtitled in English, at least, closed captioned on the discs when they come out, which would be great. 8 and 9 are the ones that I need. I will put links to those right underneath the links to buy tickets to the premiere. In the doobs. The full length episodes of 8 and 9. Because you can find those on Platoon of Power Squadron, but they're unlisted on YouTube here, because I prefer to get the view counts up on all the single. Like, that's where I want the conversations to happen.
Yeah.
As we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
The only other thing I want to mention is that I know I've talked about Rick Riffson here before. I play Rick Riffson, the CEO of Super Metal Records, on Rob Scallon's guitar channel, and he has always had Riffson be ridiculous.
What?
But never more ridiculous than what went up on his second channel yesterday. To me, it was encouraging to know that even at this late stage of the game, I am still willing to go all in on an acting role. I didn't hold back.
It's definitely a side of Jake Jarvi you're never going to see on this channel.
It's a sponsored video, so there is a 30-second commercial right before the rap starts. But if you want to see some crazy Jake Jarvi stuff, click here, okay? Here's the Rick Riffson rap. This is to the Nerdwriter episode that he talks about Azkaban. It's great. Oh, God, that guy's channel's great. And that's the Pops logo.
Right here?
Over there.
Over there?
Yeah. What's over there?
A dinosaur?